We've gotten the question sometimes about how to take ratings and to validate responses from a 1 through 10 scale, for instance, inside of ActiveCampaign for making sure that we're validating that response and then sending a contact on the appropriate follow-up. So we're going to take a look at that example today's video, and we're going to go over how we can set that up and utilize ActiveCampaign's automation platform to help us form what we want to inside of ActiveCampaign. So here with YetiText, we are going to go to the auto chats page and set up a new auto chat. So here I have a new auto chat with the keyword rating. For our example, this is the keyword we're going to be using. When somebody texts in the keyword rating, it's going to allow us to then send back this question, which is on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you? So in this case, we're not necessarily going to use the contact text in the keyword rating to initiate this conversation, but we will still use the auto chat in order to save that response to a field. So typically, if we were just to send out a text with this question and they were to reply, that would initiate a live conversation under the live chat area in YetiText. But if we are using an auto chat automation to send out first step of the auto chat to the contact, then we can save the response to a field through the process of creating this auto chat. So in this auto chat right here, we just have this single question, which is on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you? And we're going to be saving that to a custom field inside of our ActiveCampaign account. We're just using a random field here. And then when we do this, we also want to make sure that we apply a tag. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and click Edit on this step. And then we're just going to apply a tag, auto chat tag 1. So we'll use the auto chat tag 1 to indicate that they have texted in to that question and given us a response. So that's going to be the general setup for the strategy. Once we have created the auto chat, you can continue to ask further questions and save those to multiple fields to get as much feedback as you can in order to filter your contacts through inside of an automation. So now that we've gotten that rating conversation set up, we're going to copy this URL inside of YetiText and take that over into the ActiveCampaign automation for starting this whole process. So the first thing we want to set up inside of ActiveCampaign is the automation that contains the auto chat post URL. So we're going to take this auto chat webhook test automation and we're going to paste in our URL for the auto chat. Typically how this is going to work then is if we generate a lead and or we want to follow up with a customer and get some sort of rating from them so that we can then progress them down the next step based off of that rating. We're going to follow this process of adding this auto chat URL into a webhook action inside of our automation. Once we've done that and they have replied to the conversation with their answer is going to be saved into that custom field that we selected inside of the auto chat. The next step for us is going to be to validate that inside of a additional automation and then segment them into different paths on our automation. How we're going to do that is by loading up a new automation. Once we've set up this new automation, we're going to try to validate the responses that are coming in through that rating conversation. So people that reply are getting tagged with the auto chat tag 1 tag. And so when that happens, they're going to go into this automation and we're going to use a validation step to check to see what their score is inside of that field. So go ahead and click on the new action and go to the conditions and workflows. And then we're going to go to the if-else statement. So if-else allow us to check a condition, and we're going to do the condition of the custom field, and we're going to do the license plate number. And then we'll go ahead and with this we can then set ranges or we can set exact amounts. So you can get as complex or as simple as you'd like within this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do less than or equal to 10, and then we're going to add another condition greater than 6. So basically what this is going to say is any score from 7 to 10 is going to go down this path. And so that's going to be down this path here. And then we can also further segment these out. So then anyone below 7 is going to go down this no path. So greater than 7 to 10 on our score and less than 7 on our score. So here we're going to validate even further with an additional condition, and we're going to do that same field. license plate. And we're going to do less than or equal to 6. And so that's going to be the top end range of our validation. And then on the bottom end, we're going to do the custom field license plate is greater than 4. So basically 4 to 6 is going to then be in this next range. And then anything less than that, less than 3, is going to go on this. So you can extend those different validations by using these rules, all based off of that text. So that's a real quick, simple strategy that you can utilize for gathering information from a text auto chat, and then putting that into ActiveCampaign and validating and sending unique responses based on an answer that you receive from the text message.